I was ahead of the gun there. I was too fast and pressing the live, sorry. So, how's everyone today? Today was a random day. So, I worked a little bit on two people who randomly came into my space in the coffee shop. So, one was a guy who had a problem with his ankle. And so I worked in his physical body for 10 minutes. When I saw him come into the coffee shop, he was limping, an elderly gentleman. And I asked him the usual question, what's wrong with your ankle? Or what's wrong with your leg? And he said, oh, I've been to Cairo 7 times. They said I have to sign up for 7 sessions. And I've been to physio also for 10 times. But it's not getting better, but I'm walking to get it stronger. And I said, if it's not getting better, you're walking to get it stronger, should you not be resting it? Are you walking for a reason? Are you walking because the physical body and the emotional body are connected? Oh, I don't understand. So I said, it's okay, but do you want me to help you with your ankle? I will have you walking out of here in comfort. So I took out some of my magic rub and I proceeded to work on his ankle, and I worked on releasing tension and energy in his body, in the ankle area where it was trapped. So I put on some of the cream, and then I used some percussion therapy with the Theragun, and then I stretched and I released. I did some passive releases, and I started to release and get more mobility around the ankle. And this gentleman says, why did you do this? And I said, well, if everyone did something like this, instead of offering their services and putting their hand out first, instead of coming from the heart, would the world be in a better place? Of course it would. So this is coming from my heart, and I'm offering you this because I don't like to see people in pain. Now, do you have an area where you can walk on in grass? Yes, I have a big garden. I said, well, please do some grounding and do these like 10-minute exercises that I have given you, and you will have a solution in no time. He says, I've honestly, I've been struggling for a year and a half with this pain. And I said, I know you refuse to take medicine because this is you and it's not you. You shouldn't have to take painkillers. You can heal yourself. And I've just given you a little bit of hope. Oh, can I buy your coffee? And I goes, yeah, it's up to you, but I mean, I'm just doing something. And if you're giving me something in return, it's like pay it forward. I said, yeah, of course, no problem. Thank you very much. And then he went on his way. And then this other woman came in with her boyfriend, and I saw her, and she was limping, and she said she'd done her MCL. And I said, okay, how did it happen? I asked her a few questions, and she goes, you seem to be a little bit more connected and knowledgeable and what you make out to be. And I said, well, I just look for people who have good energy and I can talk to and are pretty open about healing. Do you mind if I do some releases with you, because you got some tension in your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and obviously on your knee. But I want to put pressure on certain areas to see where the electricity flows around your body, and you tell me where you feel it. So first of all, I put my finger on her because there was no tension radiating from there. That was on location. Then I went down the tree as such, and I put on the side of the shoulder, and I pressed down, and she said it was radiating right down her arm and her finger. So we released that. And then after I put the pressure on again, she says it's going right down to both my feet. So I give her this thing to stand on to release it. So when I pressed, she pressed, and it basically released this energy that was trapped in her body. And then I said, okay, so you want me to read your consciousness? She goes, what do you mean? I says, well, I can take out pendulum and measure where you're at. If you're in your physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual body, see if you're connected. And I want to measure where you're at in your journey, because some people are still in the force narrative where people are forcing you, but it seems to be that you're in your power and you're taking back your power and you're starting to do it. But when I read you, I want you to read yourself to see if we compare notes as such. And so we did, and we were almost bang on, and she started to believe. And then I started to ask her questions on the physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental body. And then I started to paint a picture. And I said, you've had this in your life, you've had this in your life, and you wake up and you do things for other people, but you forget about yourself. So this is where the energy is getting trapped. Now, if you continue to do this, then sooner or later you'll manifest an issue in your body, whether it be mental or physically. But the physical thing has already happened. The knee issue, what happened was I just twisted my knee. I twisted my knee, and then I was on my motorbike and I fell off my motorbike, and I said, well, that's a form of self-sabotage. That's the body telling you you need to put the brakes on. You need to listen to the message that the body is giving you. So this is why you've been given this nudge to put you back on your true path. Now, what was your true path before? Before you were physically active, before you were running away from your issues, because you started to do more from the physical aspect, the physical body. You thought that was more congruent to your nature. She says, oh, I was a yoga instructor in Kundalini. And I said, okay. And how do you feel after you do that? Oh, I feel brand new. Yeah, because you are in a vice with the tension you're creating because you're emotionally running away from your problems. And physically, you're manifesting a problem, which has happened. So think of your body like a pressure cooker. Something's got to give. You've got to pull off that lid or you'll explode. Now, get back to your source. Now, I'm not telling you to stop doing the sport that gives you that free spirit, i.e. the surfing, but you have to fix yourself first. And if you are more flexible, what are you going to be? You're going to be a better surfer. You're going to be more graceful. So you just go down, do a couple of stretches, and then just jump on the surf, come off it, and slowly, the tension is created in your body by the way you stand up. You said you're a goofy surfer, so you change your feet. So you're changing your feet to protect the problem in your body, because that's how the body works. Shift the pain, left to right, left to right, left to right, until you've manifested that injury. So working on the physical and the emotional bodies are the most important. The physical is the driver, the emotion is the passenger. The emotions and the ego telling you, you do this, you do this, you do this. Go on, do it one more time. Go out for that last wave, bang, injury. Go on, get on your bike, go and get this. You need to do this for someone, bang, injury. Self-sabotage. So, again, these days are great because these are the days where you open people's eyes to another world, to another way of healing, because self-healing is the only way. And sometimes you need that message. You need that elbow in the ribs to knock you on the path. Okay, hope you enjoyed that today. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you tomorrow for the spiritual and mental body. Okay, take care.